Social Studies Alive, Grade 5, Lesson 2, American Indians and Their Land. How did American Indians adapt to different environments in North America? Introduction. In this lesson, you will learn about the first people to live in North America. You will find out where they came from and the places that they settled in. The descendants of these people are the American Indians. Most American Indians tell stories that explain where their ancestors came from. These stories have been passed down for many years. This lesson includes an example of one of these stories. Many scientists believe that these early people first moved from another region. They came from the continent of Asia to North and South America, traveling into many parts of the American continents over hundreds of years. These early people settled in different locations around the Americas. You will read about the various places in which American Indians lived and see why they had different ways of life. By staying in the same regions for many years, tribes became very skilled at living off the land. The American Indian man in this image made his clothes and gear from things found around him. There were different environments on this continent that the first Americans settled in. You will learn about 4 kinds of environments and why each environment presented different challenges to the American Indians and how tribes found ways to overcome these problems. As an example, you will take a close look at the Inuit tribe in the ice fields of the Arctic. Why might this environment be challenging to live in? Section 1. American Indian Origin Stories. Storytelling has always been important to the American Indians. In some tribes, members would meet in a kiva and share stories or reenact them during spiritual ceremonies. They told stories to entertain one another and to teach about their beliefs and ways of life. They used stories to explain and record their experiences for future generations. One kind of story American Indians passed down through the years was the origin story. These kinds of stories explained how Earth and its people came to be. The Hopis are an American Indian group who live in the Southwest in what is now the state of Arizona. The following is a Hopi origin story. Hopi origin story. In the beginning, Earth was damp and dark. There were no animals or birds. At first, the people lived happily inside Earth. After a while, however, their caves became too crowded. People began to argue with one another. The worried chief agreed that his people needed to leave Earth's dark inside. The chief's advisors made a mockingbird that found a hole at the top of Earth and flew around the world. When the bird came back, he reported that life above them was very different. The chief's advisors grew sturdy plants that reached like a ladder to a hole in the Earth's crust. The chief guided his people up the plants to the Earth's surface. Once there, the people did not know where they should settle, so they set out in different directions. They traveled east, west, north, and south until they found good land upon which they could grow crops and build villages. This is how it all began for the Hopis. Section 2. Migration Routes of the First Americans. Today, most scientists agree that the first people in North America came from Asia. This migration is estimated to have taken place during the last ice age, at least 12,500 years ago. An ice age is a long period of time during which large areas of Earth's surface is covered with thick sheets of ice. The last ice age began about 2.6 million years ago and ended about 10,000 years ago. During the last part of the ice age, about 25,000 years ago, the Bering Sea did not separate Asia and North America as it does today. Instead, a bridge of land almost 1,000 miles wide connected them. Most scientists believe that the first Americans came from Siberia, which is a region in northeastern Asia. The people living in this region followed and hunted big game such as mammoths, large elephant-like animals, bison, also called buffalo, and caribou, reindeer. Scientists believe that these large animals ate the grass on the land bridge. As the years passed, they moved across the land bridge. Small groups of Siberian hunters followed the animals, reaching North America after a long time. Other Siberians may have moved along the southern coast of the land bridge in small boats. They may have continued along the Pacific coast of Alaska and Canada and then turned south. For hundreds of years, early Americans hunted big game. The animals likely led the hunters south through North and South America, with groups of people settling in areas along the way. Others kept moving until they reached the southern tip of South America. The paths they took to reach their new homes are called migration routes. Section 3. American Indians and the Environment. After the last ice age, there was a change in the climate that affected the plants and animals found in each area. Different areas each have their own environment. Sunlight, air, water, land, animals, insects, and plants are part of an environment. A variety of environments appeared across North America following the Ice Age. Over time, early American Indians settled in environments that differed greatly from one another. One feature of an environment is its climate. The climate supports certain kinds of vegetation. Animals that can live in the climate and eat the plants thrive. An environment also has natural resources, which include soil, water, trees, and minerals such as copper. Things that people and animals eat, like nuts, berries, and other wildlife, are natural resources too. In each place, people survived by changing their ways of life. They used what was around them in nature to build homes, make clothes, and get food. Their homes and clothing were made to fit the climate. Look at the 4 natural environments shown here. What do the images tell you about the climate, vegetation, and natural resources of each environment? One environment American Indians lived in was grasslands. Some grasslands in North America get only enough rain to support different types of grasses, since most trees and bushes need more water to survive. A second type of environment American Indians settled in was the desert, which gets very little rain. People living in desert areas often dig wells and ditches to get enough water for drinking and raising crops. Some American Indians lived in the rainy and snowy mountain regions of North America. While forests of pine, fir, and spruce often grow below the highest points, the tops of mountains have little or no plant life. Other groups settled in the Arctic ice fields, which are near the North Pole. Here, huge sheets of ice cover the land for most of the year. Most American Indians chose areas that were rich in natural resources. These environments had mild climates and plenty of food and water. Even though life was hard in places such as the desert of the Southwest and the icy Arctic region, some groups stayed in such regions where resources were scarce. Section 4. American Indians adapt to the environment. American Indians adapted their way of life to what they found in the area around them. Each group found ways to use nearby natural resources wisely, which helped the people survive in their environment. However, in areas with few resources, life proved to be difficult. One group that lived in a harsh environment was the Inuits, who are also known as Eskimos. They built their culture in the present-day northwestern Alaska, northern Canada, and Greenland. These places are part of Earth's Arctic region. The Arctic ice fields have long, cold winters and land that is frozen most of the time. The Inuits had to adjust to their harsh environment. They hunted and fished animals such as whales, walruses, seals, caribou, polar bears, Arctic foxes, squirrels, salmon, and birds. These adaptations were necessary for the Inuit to survive. The Inuits did not waste any part of the animals that they caught. They ate the meat, burned animal fat for fuel, and sewed animal skins together to make clothing, blankets, and tents. They used bones to make dog sleds and to support tent frames, and they also carved them for tools such as knives and harpoons or long spears. The Inuits even learned to fill seal skins with air to make floats. They attached the floats to harpoons that they used to hunt walruses and whales. These floats helped to tire out the animals when they tried to escape by diving underwater. To build shelters, the Inuits used the materials that they found around them. In the summer, they made tents by stretching the skins of caribou or seals over driftwood. Sometimes they used whale bones to support the roof. They placed heavy stones at the bottom of a tent to keep it in place. In the winter, they built houses called igloos out of snow and ice. To keep warm, the Inuits dressed in animal skins and furs. To protect their eyes from the bright glare of the sun shining on snow and ice, they wore snow goggles. Snow goggles were made from bone or wood and had narrow openings to look through. Lesson Summary. In this lesson, you learned about the first people who came to North America. They passed down stories about their history and way of life. To learn more about these people, you first looked at migration routes, then studied where the first Americans chose to live, and finally looked closely at how one group adapted to its environment. According to most scientists, the first Americans migrated from Asia to our continent during the last ice age. American Indians are descendants of these first Americans. Where early American Indians settled, they adapted to the environment. The Inuit tribe served as a good example of this. You learned about the climate, vegetation, and natural resources of 4 different environments. American Indians in different environments each had their own unique challenges to overcome. For thousands of years, groups of American Indians were the only people in North America. The things they made from their environment have helped us learn about their lives.